How's it going? So today we're going to learn how to do an oil change. You basically want to know how to do your own oil change because you don't want to pay some guy an extra 40 bucks that you can have in your pocket to make a glass of beer with. So what we're going to do is pretty simple. What you need for the job is a ratchet, a 7mm bolt, 17mm, oil pan, a sturdy jack. Over here you can see your jack stands in place. You're going to have one on each side. Safety first. An oil filter, and why not at the same time, a nice air filter. So we're going to concentrate on the oil filter first. What we first do is jack up the car, as you can see. Nice jack. You want to find the perfect spot for your jack. So what you're going to do is you're going to go under the car. You're going to find the frame of the car, and you're going to put the jack
I hit pause. Oh
cool.
Fuck. No, I didn't.
So when you place your jack, it's really nice and really smart. Actually, it's even better than smart. It's the right thing to do is to place it directly on the frame itself. As you can see, I have it pretty much centered on the frame, maybe a little to the left, but that's okay. My oil pan's on the right, so I want to have room to work. We're going to jack the car very easy, very nice and slow. Doing full motions. You don't want to jack the car too high, you want to jack it just enough so your tires are off the ground. With your feet away and body away, you come and find the frame of the car. I have to drag a bit more. Okay, so now we make sure our jacks are nice and placed under the car, on the frame itself. This is not the frame, this is a piece of plastic, it will crush. This is a frame, this is metal. Your jacks are nice and placed on both sides. You then come to your jack. Lucky for us, a hydraulic jack is really easy to loosen, you just turn nice and to the left. So you're going to go real nice and slow until the car is on the jack. And your jack comes nice and slow right to the ground. See? Tighten to the right, jack up, tighten to the left. Hydraulic jack goes nice and down. You want more speed? Loosen that up. Once that's done, tighten it back up. Move it out of the way. So gang, this here is your oil filter. You can know it's your oil filter by looking and finding the dipstick. And your dipstick will be shown later on. You follow that dipstick all the way down to know your oil filter. You also know it's an oil filter because of all the caked oil on it. Pretty simple for us here. So what we're going to do, come here. Like I said, we need a 17mm bolt. Take the 17mm bolt. Oh, look, it's a fit. Perfect. To use a ratchet, very simple. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. This is going left. Put it on the bolt. Crack it open, and the oil leaks out. Go. I heard one owl motherfucker already, right? Oh, don't put it on me. Stop, 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 stop. Put your hand there. So now you have your oil pan. Turn on.
It's already going.
Oh shit. So now that you have your oil pan going, all the oil's getting out. Nice, perfect. See how it's still dripping? Drip, 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 drip. Well, you want to wait until it really stops dripping. You really want to get all that dirty oil out of your car. So, as you can see, the oil's pretty much come to a drop. It's kind of just drip, 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 which means she's pretty much empty. Clean her off, put the cap on. That is nice fit. Cap is on. You take your ratchet wrench. You make sure it's going to the right because you're tightening. And you tighten it up. Not too tight, but tight enough. Nice and snug. For the sake of this video and...
Wait a minute.
That's right. For the sake of this film, and you won't be able to see it, I'm just going to explain to you as much as I possibly can. On top of your oil filter, on top of your oil pan, there is your oil filter. You're going to find your oil filter, which I've done already, and it's very easy. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. To the left, make sure your oil pan is underneath, because it will spill everywhere. So, once the oil is out, you're going to want to get your oil filter, which is the old one right here, and get rid of all that oil that's in there. Once that's done, you want it as clean as possible, wipe it up, put it on the side. Cool? This here is an oil filter. We know it's the right oil filter. We went to the parts store and got it. It's all got a code on it. This is the cheapest mark, Fram. Pretty decent. For every poor student that there is, use Fram. We're going to reinstall the oil filter now. This is a very tricky procedure because it's nice and buried. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh. And you hand tighten it. And it doesn't need to be more than hand tightened. Anything more than hand tightened, your risk of it being seized up. If it's seized up, well, good luck getting it off. Good?
Yep.
Awesome. Find the engine oil cap. Clearly marks engine oil. Might just have the mark sign right here. That's universal for engine oil. That's where she goes. Take your funnel not to spill anything. We got for this car 5W30. That's what it takes. Each car has a specific make of it. Do please check your manufacturer's box before pouring in any sort of motor oil. I have a very basic brand of synthetic blend motor oil, which Lordco is nice enough to supply. Now, to know how much you're going to put in, this one here will probably take about 6 liters. I know that from previous experience. But we're going to show you how to check your oil to know how much to put in. Check your oil.
Wait. Okay.
So how to check the oil? Little dipstick here. Engine oil. Clean it off. As you can see right here, there are 2 little dots. The top one is max, the bottom one is min. We put it back into the oil slot that it came from. Take it out, and we can see, well, she's getting there. She's definitely getting there. We're gonna put a bit more in. No, I did. Okay, where was the circle?
It needs a bit more.
A bit more?
Yeah.
I'm still filming. No.
Bit more.
Wipe it off. Do it again. That's really good.
Yep.
Awesome. Taking out your funnel, put your cap back on. Want that hand tight, nice, ready to go. Then come here. You unclip all 4 clips here. Change your. This is an air filter. This is good to change every time you do your oil, because you don't want to be breathing in all that shit. Once it's back into place, clip it all back together. 4 clips, 1 on each side. That's good to go. Once that's done, well, we're pretty much done the oil change. Congratulations.